Recording in progress.
Okay, so I'm recording this because the way I've designed class today, it's going to be educational. So if anyone here has never done a Kundalini class, this is going to be a very gentle introduction to Kundalini. So there will be an educational component at the beginning for those of you that are already in a Kundalini practice or in a Kundalini course. This may be just a good refresher for you. On top of that, I just want to remind everybody that every time we teach, we're also students. And for me, it feels especially so. This is my first time teaching a public class outside of my teacher training for Kundalini, which I took a year and a half ago. So it's been a long time. I do practice on my own, and I've done things for private events and private gatherings, but never in public. So this is fun for me. And then also just want to reiterate my settings for those of you that have classes coming up. Keeping your original sound for musicians on, that's a setting um, on your Zoom. And also in your audio settings, you can make sure that it's set to not and I'm going to look at that right now. Make sure that it's set to not cancel out any sound. The other thing that I did was for my music, so it doesn't interfere with my voice from the computer. I have my music on a separate speaker coming from my phone, so internet signals are different as well. And when then I can also control the volume right from my hands. This is like my audio remote, and we're not doing all these things on the computer. And that's it. So, again, welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. This is a new moon Kundalini class inspired by setting intentions and manifestation. And while the Kriyas don't specifically say they're for new moon, that energy of creating space or creating clarity and balancing things out in your mind are kind of what's necessary when you're going to set intentions for yourself for a new moon, because you want everything to be right. You want it to be clear. You want it to be specific. A good chance also to let you all know, if you have a journal that you use, maybe grab it if it's not by you. You have time to do that. And for those that are new to a Kundalini class, Kundalini works through physical postures, breath work, as we know, called pranayama, mantras and chanting, as well as meditation. And so it could be one, two, a combination, or all of them at the same time. And it's not really about flexibility or strength, although it is required in certain exercises. It's more so about unlocking the energy that you have inside of you, tapping into your own energy and connecting to your true self. And I'm going to review also the 10 body system that Kundalini works through for those of you who might not be aware of this. So, we are more than our physical body, and Kundalini uses the 10 body system. You have your soul body, which is your core. It is who you are, what connects you to the universe. It's the eternal part of you. Then you also have your negative mind, and your negative mind is what helps you discern kind of like what is a risk or a danger, or how to keep you safe. Your positive mind is the cheerleader. It's like, yes, you got this, let's do this. It's the finding the good in the situations and helping you see the possibilities. And if you're more on one side or the other, you still have that neutral mind. The neutral mind is like the advisor, the person, the part of you that's balancing the positive, the negative, the risk, the benefit, and helping you make the best decision possible. Then you have your physical body. This is what's visible to you, what we can all see in each other right now, and through which you experience the world. So, this is our physical bodies, how we're experiencing life and the world right now. Then you have your arc line. So imagine like a big halo, and your halo is a beam of energy that gives you intuition, and it protects you as well. So both in and out, kind of light going in both directions through that halo. And then you have your auric body. This is your personal space, so your bubble, everything up and around you. This is your auric field, your auric body. This is what shields you also from negative vibes. And if you ever hear someone say, "Oh, I can see your aura," it's that. It's like it's that energy that comes off of your physical body. Then you have pranic body. That's your life force. It's the energy that keeps you alive and vibrant. And the subtle body is your sensitivity to the things that are unseen. It lets you see and feel beyond anything that's physical. And then my favorite, the radiant body, it's like your sparkle. It's what draws people to you, and it makes you stand out from all the other bodies that are out there, right? And it makes me think. I have a my yoga business is called Divine Brilliance, and every time I read Radiant Body and think that it's your sparkle, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's totally aligned with Divine Brilliance, right? It's like that brilliance that's coming from you that draws people, right? It's your sparkle, it's your bling. So those are the 10 bodies, and working through Kundalini Yoga, it helps you balance the 10 bodies. It helps make them kind of like these 10 bodies are like your team, and your personal team, when they work better together, you have a better life experience. And this is really about making small adjustments. It's not that we're going to tap into all of them at the same time, but maybe one Kriya works more with another. At some point, you might feel and experience all of them being activated and working together. Might not be today, or maybe it is. You just have to be open to that. And so, again, that was the reminder for those who are already in Kundalini practice or courses. And for those that are new, we're working with 10 bodies here. A couple other key points that are really important. I say this in all of my classes, whether it's a yin, vinyasa, slow flow, hatha, or kundalini, listen to your body. Make sure that you keep yourself safe. I'm here to guide you, but ultimately the person making all of the decisions in this class is you. Kundalini is definitely about self-awareness, and I'll offer you a couple of modifications for different postures, but do your best to even try the Kriya or the practice as it is. And if anything feels uncomfortable or unsafe, you're welcome to back away from it. Trust your inner wisdom. We will tap into that before we begin class. Kundalini Yoga is all also about breath work. We have a couple times when we're going to suspend our breath for a little bit, and other times where we're doing breath of fire. And before we move into those, I'll let you know and I'll refresh what that experience of breathing breath of fire is like. We also use bandha as energy lock. So if you can imagine a one-way valve where energy is able to flow upwards, but when you lock your bandha, energy doesn't travel back down. And that's the importance of locking bandhas in Kundalini Yoga. So we have 3 bandhas. They're Mula Bandha at your Muladhara, root chakra, root lock. Then you have your Uddiyana Bandha at your solar plexus or your diaphragm. And then you have Jalandhara Bandha, which is your throat lock. And so at different points in the class, I might indicate to engage your Mula Bandha, and that's lifting everything, every body part that you're sitting on right now, your genitals, your perineum, and imagine like a jellyfish, you're like sucking it all up from the bottom. That's kind of the lock that you're making physically. With your Uddiyana Bandha, it's a in and up with your diaphragm. And then Jalandhara Bandha, I think of what I never want to do, which is give myself a double chin. That's kind of the experience of Jalandhara Bandha. So every time you lock one of these bandhas, you're letting energy go up. So if I lock Mula Bandha, energy can travel between here and here. If I lock Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha, energy can travel up, but it can't come back down past this point. And then special part, when you lock here and energy is traveling that far up, now you're in this space, which is why we also focus on ajna, the third eye center. That's your place of intuition. That's where you're going to trust yourself through the whole class, is let your intuition guide you. When all 3 are locked, it's called Mahabandha, or the Great Lock. But today I don't think I'll be indicating to lock all 3. The other thing I mentioned, your third eye, your gaze is very important in Kundalini. Oftentimes you'll see people with their eyes closed or just a partial open. It almost looks like, um, kind of looks like they're high, right? And it's in your eyes, just like a sliver open, or you're gazing through your eyelashes. The other way is to have your eyes completely closed and you're focusing internally at your third eye center. Um, so whichever one feels comfortable for you, there is one where we're gazing at the tip of the nose today. And I urge you not to strain. I did practice this with somebody and they had like a little bit of a headache after. And so just gazing isn't like forcing your vision anywhere, just in the general direction, still softness. And then mantras and chanting are a part of this. If you feel uncomfortable or you're in a place where you don't feel safe enough doing it out loud, you can still internalize the chant or the mantras and allow yourself to receive. It is more powerful when you can produce the vibration yourself, but as a listener, you're still receiving the sound vibrations and you're still receiving the benefits of each mantra. All right, does anybody have any questions so far? I know I covered a lot of information. Just give me a thumbs up if you're good to go. Awesome, thank you. Today's practice, as I mentioned before, does involve intention setting. So if you have your journal, I would like for you to try and set an intention right now. And this might change throughout class. And what I encourage you to do is take a second as soon as it comes to you, as soon as you get that download of like, oh wait, no, this is what I want. Grab your journal and write it down. I don't mind if you shift out of what you're doing, unless you think you can hold on to it till the end. So manifesting your desires does take understanding of what you want. This is a time right now with the new moon that we just had last night to seek freedom from bad habits or freedom from old behaviors, old patterns. Bring in innovation, so new ways of doing something, new ways of experiencing even a yoga class. I encouraged my students yesterday to maybe breathe a little deeper or take a fuller expression of a pose or even give themselves more rest, right? So how you shift will change the energy that's working through you. And maybe you do need that rest. Maybe you do need a little bit of self-care today. And then healing also, bringing yourself always to the present moment is important. With the new moon, it's usually a darker night, right? There's no illumination in the sky, which means it's not as scary to look at the darker places. Underneath the rock looks just as it does on top of the rock. So then you can kind of look, what have I not been working through? What have I not improved on myself? And give yourself a chance to do that this time. And also a new lunar year. There's so much stuff going on. I love it. A new lunar year. It is the year of the dragon, a time for courage, growth, and embracing new opportunities, which is also what I felt that coming back to Kundalini for me was a perfect time. All right. I see most of you are done writing your intentions. I'm going to turn my music up. And we do have some bat signals today. So if my music is too loud and you can't hear me, just someone can bring their hand to an ear and I'll know that that means turn my music down a little bit. And then if you do two, that means turn the music up if you want to hear more of the music. All right? Thank you. All right, so to begin, we'll take an easy seat. You're welcome to sit on a cushion or a blanket. Have a nice neutral spine. And just start to scan your own body. If you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes or just gaze down at your lap. And bring your hands together and start to rub your hands. And keep doing so until you feel the heat and feel the energy. I'm going to share my screen with you for those that are not familiar with the mantras that we begin class with. So bring your hands to touch now, thumbs at heart center. Our first mantra is the Adi mantra. It is Ong Namo Gurudev Namo, and it means I bow to the divine wisdom in all that is. I bow to the divine teacher within. And you'll see that Dev is actually a different color because in this usually monotoned chanting voice that we use, Dev is a little bit higher. It's a different, just like a slight note above the rest. And so as we do this, we'll chant this 3 times, and Dev will be a little higher. I'm going to chant it for you once so you kind of get the tune. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. So let's warm the hands up one more time. Reconnect with your heart. Allow your gaze to soften or just glance down at the tip of your fingers. And together we inhale and chant 3 times. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. Engage your Mula Bandha. Suspend your breath. Focus on your third eye. And exhale, release. We have one more mantra that we're doing, the Mangala Charan mantra. It is many more words than the one we just did. I'll say the words so that we're all familiar with pronunciation. Ad Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. And that means I bow to the primal wisdom. I bow to the wisdom that is true through the ages. I bow to the true wisdom. I bow to the great unseen wisdom. So this is really offering yourself protection and guidance as we begin our spiritual journey through this Kundalini class. Again, just rub your hands. It's cold over here, so I keep getting cold, and I want to reconnect to my own warmth. Bring your thumbs back to your heart, connect. Take inhale to chant. Ad Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Ad Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Ad Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Inhale. Suspend your breath, engage Mula Bandha. And exhale, release. Bring your hands back down. Maybe you're already starting to feel a little shift in your energy. Our first, before we begin the Kriya, we're going to move into a warm-up, just 4 different exercises. As we're doing this, just try to keep your gaze either to your third eye or the tip of your nose. The first one, I'm going to move back a little bit so you can see me, is Sufi grinds. So with your hands on your knees, start to bring your chest to one side, then forward, over to the other side and back. And continue to do this every time you shift your body forward. Inhale. When your chest and back are backwards or towards the back, breathe out. You can allow your shoulders to participate as much or as little. switch directions if you haven't already. You have about 30 more seconds. And then finish your last roundabout and come back to your neutral spine. Our next warm-up is a cat-cow. You can come to hands and knees, or if you have any sensitivities in your knees, you can also do this seated. So if you are comfortable on hands and knees, with your inhale, you're going to lower your belly, lift your gaze. With your exhale, you're going to round your spine, bring your chin to chest. You can take this as fast or as slow as you feel comfortable with. If you're seated, you can have your hands on your knees and bring your chest forward and back, taking spinal flexions. We're here for 3 minutes. Sync your movement to your breath. And stay internal. It's okay to shift your pace. Just stay connected to your breath. Thirty more seconds. Slowly come back to neutral spine and make your way back to an easy seat. This time, crossing the awkward leg in front. We always have a favorite leg to be on top or in front. We'll shift this. And we're moving through Ego Eradicator, one of my favorites. It is a very common exercise done in Kundalini. And I say it's my favorite because it's where I experience a lot of intensity. So, also, as you're going through this, your intuition is there to help you process what you're experiencing. Kundalini is meant to move all the energy in your body. And for me, the first time I experienced an ego eradicator, it was a very long, it was an 11-minute one. We're only doing 3. And with that 11 minutes, my arms were tired. I was tired, but more than that, there was a lot of emotion that started to come up for me. And I thought, wow, that's not who I am. Like, that's not what I usually feel. And that was my ego talking, right? Like, I can feel every emotion, and I was feeling everything that I would not let myself usually feel. And so ego eradicator is exactly that. So I'm getting closer so you can see the mudra better. So the mudra for your ego eradicator, you're bringing the tips of your fingers to the base knuckle of where your palms are, and you're keeping your hands straight. So no bend in that first knuckle, it's fully straight, and your thumbs are going to be pointing towards each other. Your arms are going to be up at a high V, about 60 degrees apart. And before we go there, let's talk about breath of fire so that your arms get a little rest. So breath of fire is a passive inhale and an active exhale. So you're going to force the air out of your nose, but let it naturally fill your lungs. And it's about half capacity as we're doing this. I'm going to turn sideways so that you can see my abdomen. As I inhale, got to move that hand. And then when I exhale, the navel point goes in. So as you breathe, we're going to do a cleansing breath, a full breath in, then exhale completely, then a half breath in, and you're going to start your ego eradicator and your breath of fire at that time. And again, this is for 3 minutes. So arms up, get the mudra, extend your arms out. And I encourage you to plug your shoulders into their sockets, squeeze your shoulder blades, and let your shoulders and back muscles help you sustain this. We'll take an inhale to cleanse. Exhale out your mouth or out your nose. Inhale, half, and begin. Again, eyes are closed. Gaze is at your third eye center. Your breath of fire can be as fast or as slow as you wish. Keep your navel center pumping as you breathe out. More seconds. your thumbs to touch. Extend your fingers out all the way. Inhale. Engage Mula Bandha. Lock your Jalandhara Bandha. Bring your energy up to your third eye. Focus your gaze upwards. And exhale. Release your hands through your auric field, through that bubble. And come back to stillness. Our next exercise is more of a cooling, chilling, calming exercise. It's pranayama for purification, Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. So again, we'll bring ourselves, keep your easy seat. If you want to switch legs again, you're welcome to do so. This one, you're going to take your 2 peace fingers and place them on your third eye center. Your ring finger is going to be on deck next to your left nostril, and your thumb is going to be at your left nostril. This breath helps to clear energy channels and promotes balance. We're going to inhale to cleanse, exhale out both nostrils. Press your thumb into your right nostril. Inhale through your left. Switch nostrils. Exhale out your right. Keep the same posture. Inhale through your right. Switch nostrils. Exhale out your left. It's like a little ping pong with your breath. Continue doing this breath. In through one side, out through the other, in through the same, out through the other. Imagine you can visualize the air crossing your third eye center, back and forth between nostrils. This is also for 3 minutes. I'll let you know when it's
3 minutes starting now.
Sorry, that's not what I meant to do. Fun times. Thank you, Siri.
I know myself, I am enough. I see myself in joy and love. I know myself, I am enough. I see myself in joy and love. I know myself, I am enough. I see myself in joy and love. I know myself, I am enough. I see myself in joy and love. I know myself, I am enough. I see myself in joy and love. I know myself, I am enough. I see myself in joy and love. I know myself, I am enough.
We're halfway through.
I see myself in joy and love. I know myself, I am enough. I see myself in joy and love. I know myself, I am enough. I see myself in joy
15 seconds.
Self in joy and love. I know myself, I am enough. I see myself in joy and love.
Allow yourself to complete this last cycle, ending with an exhale out your left nostril. When you're done, bring your hands back to your lap. Now we'll move into a Kriya. This is a meditation Kriya. It's called Gyan Mudra Kriya. This one is pretty simple, but it's very powerful if you do the combination of breath work correctly. Again, it looks simple. It coordinates both areas, both hemispheres of the brain to give you powerful insight, and coordinates the mystery into mastery of the three bodies. It looks simple. Again, it works for many different things. And when you do this, it's helpful to do this when you don't know what to do, if that makes sense, as the Kriya states. So when you do not know what to do this, is what it says. And the reason I chose this, as it brings a little bit more insight and coordinates the two hemispheres of the brain, we're able to connect more to the intellect of what we want to intend or manifest for this season. So we're already where we need to be, an easy pose. Again, if you want to cross your legs in the opposite way, you're welcome to do so. Your arms will be bent at the elbows and stack one palm on top of the other. In this case, there is no indication. It actually says position of left and right hands is interchangeable, so whichever you feel most comfortable with. One palm on top of the other, then the thumbs cross, and you bring it towards your heart. So the thumbs are facing your heart, the palms are out, or the back of the hands are outwards. And start by looking at your third eye physically. Then draw your gaze down towards the tip of your nose and soften your eyes and your gaze. So if it feels like a strain, relax a little bit. Just keep the eyes in that general direction. This is a breath in 4 parts. All breaths in this case should be deep, complete, and powerful. And when we will be breathing through the nose and the mouth, when we breathe through the mouth, it's with pursed lips, almost like you're whistling, like about to whistle. So the first part is inhale through the nose, exhale out the nose, inhale through the mouth, exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose is the third part. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale through the nose. Okay, I'll do this a couple more times a little slowly just to make sure that you get the rhythm. It is nose, nose, mouth, mouth, nose, mouth, mouth, nose. Nose, nose, mouth, mouth, nose, mouth, mouth, nose. We'll begin. Inhale, exhale, mouth, mouth, nose, mouth, mouth, nose, 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 mouth, mouth, nose, mouth, mouth, nose. I'll let you continue on your own. We are here for 7 minutes. Change your pace at any time. Take care of your body. We have 3 more minutes left. finish your last round. Come back to your natural full breath in. Hold your breath, engage Mula Bandha. Bring your awareness to your third eye as you suspend your breath. And exhale, bring your hands back to your lap. Release your breath. Notice any sensations you're experiencing. Maybe you feel your body buzzing. Next, we'll move to a Kriya for becoming crystal clear. This Kriya works with 5 different exercises. It helps us to develop and crystallize understanding of ourself, our mind, our body, and our soul. If we can clarify our understanding of ourselves, we can express truth with our actions and our commitments, like the intentions that we're setting today. Get clear about who you are, and you can be that person to the world. Get clear so that you can set the right intentions for yourself today. We're still in an easy seat. If you need to relax your legs for a moment and shake them out, feel free to do so. Come back to your easy seat. Maybe you cross your legs in the opposite way again. Our first exercise is arm swings. So bring your palms out to your sides, hands at shoulder height. You're going to, with force, alternately bring your hands to your chest, but stop before you hit it, and then switch sides. Breath of fire will automatically happen. The Kriya says if you do it correctly and powerfully, breath of fire naturally comes. So as you bring your hand in, you do that breath of fire. Imagine that you're pulling in pranic energy as you're bringing your hands in to your chest. We'll do this for 3 minutes. When you're ready, bring your arms out. Inhale. Exhale to clear. And begin. Inhale. Again, your hand is like you're beating on your chest, but you're not touching yet. have 1 more minute. If you need to give your arms a little rest and stay with your breath of fire, you can bring your elbows down a little bit more. When you're ready, you can bring them back up. Trust the process.
Trust in me.
30 more seconds.
You are always safe. You are always kind.
10 more seconds. 9,
You are always held.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands down. Inhale. Hold your breath. Bring your awareness to your third eye. And exhale, release. Our next posture, we stay in easy pose. Our exercise is clap hands. So with your arms out, elbows at shoulder level again. Your hands are out and you bring them in just like we did with our chest, just almost to touch. This does not indicate what kind of breath, so move with your natural breath and let it flow as you will. We are ready to begin. Take an inhale, exhale to clear, and begin. We're here for 1 minute and 15 seconds. Again, your gaze is down the bridge of your nose or closed eyes. Combine force and control in your movement. Almost like you want to fully pause right in front of you.
Trust in your light. Trust in yourself.
30 seconds.
Trust in me.
10,
Trust
relax your arms, inhale, suspend your breath, and exhale, relax your breath. Our next one is bouncing ball. It's the same thing. This is with breath of fire. This is only 30 seconds. So you're going to move both your hands up and down like you're bouncing a ball and bouncing energy into the earth or against the ground. Inhale. Exhale to clear. Half breath in and begin. 15 more seconds. Three, two, one. Pause. Inhale. Hold your breath. Engage Mula Bandha. Bring your awareness to your third eye. And exhale, release. Our next exercise is maybe the most body activating. We're doing navel press. For this one, we will also be doing Nope, it's natural breath. Just kidding. I took the breath of fire one out. All right, so for this one, you lay on your back. If you have any props like a bolster or a block, you can just keep it near your feet in case you want to give your feet a rest. You'll find out why in a moment. So you have your hands on your navel center and you're pressing firmly while also holding your feet 6 inches off the ground. You do not need to have your head and shoulders lifted, but you're pressing actively. This is your natural breath. I would encourage you to do this as long as you can. We're here for 3 minutes. If you need to rest your feet, maybe rest them elevated. That's why we have the block or the bolster. It's again, keep your heels 6 inches above the ground, and the cue here is to feel as if you are divine and feeling sexy. So let's all experience that here, and I will put the music back on. We have 3 minutes.
I am connected to
Extend your legs 6 inches off. Stay with your natural breath and press your hands into your navel center.
I am connected to the core of me. My roots reach deeply.
Work through the shaking.
I am connected to the core of me. My roots reach deeply. I am connected to the core of me. My roots reach deeply. I am connected to the core of me. My roots reach deeply. I am connected to the core of me. My roots reach deeply. I am connected to the core of me. My roots reach deeply. I am connected to the core of me. My roots reach deeply. I am connected to the core of me. My roots reach deeply. I am connected to the core of me. My roots
30 more
reach
seconds.
deeply. I am connected to the core of me. My roots reach deeply. I am connected to the core. My roots reach deeply. I am connected to the core. Connected. My roots reach deeply.
Start to lower your legs down. Take a full inhale. Release your arms. Exhale.
Reach deeply.
And stay laying down. Your last exercise is sleep. The specific sleep exercise encourages us to listen to the recording of Dandan Ramdas Guru called Nad, the Blessing by Sangeet Kaur. Dandan Ramdas Guru is a powerful Sikh mantra that invokes the energy and blessing of Guru Ramdas, the fourth Guru of Sikhism. He is known for his compassionate and loving nature. And while this mantra isn't traditionally linked to intention setting and manifestation, the spiritual and vibrational qualities do help you align with your true self, connect with your higher guidance, and cultivate qualities like removing blocks, inviting compassion, connection, and miraculous outcomes, which are perfect for successful manifestation and intention setting. I'll leave the song playing for a little bit while technically it's 2 parts. There isn't enough time to do both parts, but if you do know this song or catch on, the second part is singing. So at any time, if you feel inspired to, you can sing along with the song. Start to bring your awareness back to this moment. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, HA, to cleanse and clear. And bring your arms overhead and stretch your body from your fingertips to your toes. Extend your left side, reaching your feet and your hip away from your arm and your shoulder. And then switch to the other side. Little cat stretch on both sides. Then bring your knees to your chest and start to rock up and down your spine several times. Feel the entire length of your spine being massaged as you rock back and forth. And eventually, one more time, to come back to a seated posture. With your eyes closed or gaze downwards, rub your hands together again. Feel this new energy inside of you, the friction between your hands. Connect your thumbs to your heart. Bow your head in gratitude for the opportunity to harness the new moon's transformative energy and work through the energy within you to set your intentions for this month ahead. I'm going to share my screen again for the final mantra. We have two things. Sat Nam. So it's a long sat and a short nam. Take a deep breath in. Exhale HA. Inhale to Sat Nam. Sat Nam. And our final closing song, if you like to sing along, I lost it, I missed it. Cue the music, ladies and gentlemen.
Sunshine upon you.
There we go.
All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on.
The light in me sees, honors, acknowledges, and loves the light in everyone who showed up today or who will view this later. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. That means Om, peace, peace, peace. Thank you all for being here. If you do have any feedback, I welcome it. You can unmute yourselves. Again, I take feedback as a student today. So if anyone has anything to share. Also, if I haven't met you, I would love to get to know you. I'm going to stop recording. We'll end that there. Thanks, everyone. Say bye, y'all.